Good day. We will now cover the concepts of cystic fibrosis as one of the conditions which affects our pulmonary system. So this is cystic fibrosis. First thing first, class, I usually call cystic fibrosis as Schette fibrosis. Why do I say Schette fibrosis? Because this is a defect that is affecting your chromosome number 7. So the problems of a patient with cystic fibrosis is associated with a defect in his chromosome number 7. And remember, when the defect pertains to chromosome number 1 to number 22, you call this condition as autosomal disorder. Okay? But when the defect pertains to chromosome number 23, then you call this as a sex-linked disorder. Okay? Now, since this affects chromosome number 7, what kind of genetic disorder, therefore, is your cystic fibrosis? It is an autosomal disorder. Ano tong autosomal disorder? Because it has affected your chromosome number 7. Now, when we speak of cystic fibrosis, class, you have to think that cystic fibrosis pertains to two common conditions, no? Two problems which characterizes the condition. The number one problem in cystic fibrosis is letter C, and the number two problem is letter F. So dali ra siya timan-an. C stands for chloride. Okay? And F stands for fluids. Meaning, cystic fibrosis is a chloride problem and as well as a fluid problem. Saying that it is a chloride problem, consider that cystic fibrosis is a condition in which ang imong sodium chloride is very high. Okay? Taas kayo ang imong sodium chloride content nga naa sa imong singot. So one way of diagnosing cystic fibrosis is to get a sweat sample and determine the amount of salt that is present on the sweat. So we call this as your sweat chloride test. Ang normal nga sweat chloride test, class, is 20 mex. Meaning, ang imong singot na ay 20 mex of sodium chloride. But when a patient has cystic fibrosis, your sweat chloride test reveals that your sodium chloride in the sweat reaches to about 60 or 80 mex. So grabe gid siya kataas. So kung ang bata nga na cystic fibrosis, class, panington siya on a hot summer day, o niya naka dark clothing siya, you would notice nga mapuno sa asin-asin ang iyahang sinina. Kay tungod sa kagrabe sa kataas sa salt content na naa sa iyahang singot. So that's why when you would be asked, what kind of diet should you advise to a patient with cystic fibrosis? Should it be low salt diet or a high salt diet? Okay, come on. Is it high salt or low salt? The answer should be, it must be high in salt. Nga naman, the patient from frequently losing sodium chloride from his sweat, muubos po ang iyang sodium level. So magka-hyponatremia ang imuhang pasyente. So to prevent hyponatremia from the severe loss of sodium chloride in the sweat, kinahanglan ang iyang diet taas po ang iyang salt content. Okay? So remember, it is letter C, chloride. The sodium chloride in the body is very high. No? The sodium chloride content in the sweat is very high, that it reaches around 60 to 80 mex already. Okay? Next, how about letter F? Fluids. This is what makes cystic fibrosis as a pulmonary condition. It is a pulmonary condition because any and all fluids in the body of a person with cystic fibrosis is sticky or thick, no? Pilit kaayo, mura siya og gelatin nga mo pilit gyud siya og pag-ayo, mura siya kanang slime, no? So the perfect word there is that the fluids in the body are very sticky. Meaning to say, if the fluid is very sticky, maglisod na siya og agi in areas of the body. Example, kung naa kay fluid sa imuhang airway nga sticky, maglisod ka og pagawas ana nga mga fluids because they are very sticky. So, what complications does it bring? No? What complication does it bring to the pulmonary system when the fluids in the body are very thick? This will lead to an obstructive condition. Okay? So example, this is your alveoli. Okay? And remember, any and all fluids in excess of the need of the body usually goes to the pulmonary areas. Kung sobra na gani ka sa tubig mo, adto na siya sa imuhang baga. Mao na nga kung naakay ubo, naakay plima, we always advise to have increased oral fluid intake para mo loosen up ang imong secretions. Because again, kung naakay sobra nga tubig sa lawas, adto na siya padulong sa imuhang baga. So here are fluids. Dili pa gani plima class na fluids lang na siya dinha sa imong airways because the airway is naturally moist. But this is fluid. And a person has cystic fibrosis. What happens to the fluid in a person with cystic fibrosis? Diba it becomes very sticky? Okay? It becomes very sticky that it becomes impossible for air to enter to the airways. That it becomes impossible for the air, for oxygen to come in, and for even carbon dioxide to come out. Okay? So as a result of these obstructive conditions, any and all air that remains inside the alveoli becomes absorbed into the bloodstream. Okay? So any remaining air that is trapped in the alveoli becomes absorbed into the bloodstream. So unsa may mahitabo kung gi-absorb ang air into the blood because that's the natural process. Kung ang hangin sulod sa alveoli gisuyop sa imuhang dugo, what happens to the alveoli? The alveoli will collapse. Okay? The alveoli will collapse. And when the alveoli collapses, what do you call this condition? You call this condition as atelectasis. Okay? Meaning, atelectasis as a disease condition of the lung is a complication of a patient with cystic fibrosis. Okay? Because in cystic fibrosis, any and all fluids in the body are very thick that could lead to an obstructive condition such that no air can enter the alveoli and the air cannot exit of the alveoli. So what happens to the trapped air? The trapped air becomes absorbed into the bloodstream, causing this alveoli, causing the alveolus, to eventually collapse. Now, this leads us to the discussion on atelectasis. Atelectasis, class, as I have said, is a condition that is caused by cystic fibrosis. Ngano to? Kay ang cystic fibrosis makes your fluids very sticky that it leads to an obstruction to the airway such that no oxygen can come in and no carbon dioxide can come out. So any and all trapped air in the alveolus gets reabsorbed by the blood, causing the alveolus to collapse. You can also have other obstructive conditions like bronchitis. Diba? So basta makabara, nga di kasud gawas ang imuhang hangin. Okay? Or any condition that prevents the full expansion of the lung. Unsa man, kanang dili makabuka og tarong ang imuhang baga. Okay? Once the alveoli are not fully aerated, wa gyud masudli og hangin, pwede na siyang makakos og atelectasis. So we call it as external compression. Okay? Nadatugan baron ka dinha og building kay naglinog, no? So simbako kung maglinog madatugan ka, maipit ang imong dughan, so maglisod ka og hangos. So because maglisod ka og inflate sa imong lungs in the same manner, ang imuhang alveolus or alveoli dili pod ma-fully aerated, and that's one of the cause. So what else could be an obstructive condition? Pwede aspiration, no? Aspiration. So kung ang imong airways nasudlan baro naglego kay nakatuon kag lego or nakatuon kag sinsiyo, makakos na siya og atelectasis. Now, when you have atelectasis, what happens? Okay? When you have atelectasis, this will lead to hypoxemia. Okay? Hypoxemia is a condition where the blood does not contain as much oxygen as it needs. Now, in atelectasis class, what should be our management? Number one, of course, we need to treat the cause. So if the cause is aspiration, you need to remove the aspirated material. So saan man na siya? How do you remove an aspirated material? You can do your Heimlich maneuver. If the child is over 1 year old or adult na siya, basta more than 1 year old, you can do your Heimlich maneuver. You also call the Heimlich maneuver as your abdominal thrust. But if the patient is less than 1 year old, dili pwede ang Heimlich maneuver. Unsa may pwede na to gamiton? We use the back thrust or the chest thrust. Okay? And you have learned that sa inyong level 2 discussion, katong inyong pediatric conditions. So again, you treat the cause. Kung naay aspiration, then you remove the aspirating material. If na bronchitis, you treat the bronchitis. If na kay cystic fibrosis, then you do any condition that can reduce the stickiness of the blood. Okay? And you also teach your patient to do deep breathing exercises. Deep breathing exercises facilitates in the full expansion of the lung at its maximum capacity. Okay? So that ends cystic fibrosis in relation to atelectasis. Okay? So watch out for the next video on asthma.